Welcome back for more Resident Evil 5, ladies and gents. Hope you're doing well. My name is Lewis, aka Manyouaman here, and today in this episode, this is going to be the finale of Chris's journey in South Africa, his mission to stop the Uroboros project, and the mission to arrest or stop Albert Wesker in general, and also his partner Excella. So with that being said, last episode we saved Jill Valentine. She asked us that, she'll be fine, and she told us to chase after Albert Wesker, and this is exactly what we're going to do in this episode. So a small disclaimer here, I'm going to be doing this episode in a post-game commentary kind of vibe, because basically the live commentary, the live recording, my voice is very crackling, and it was just annoying if I posted this video and then you guys have to hear it for the whole 54 minutes of me just every time I speak it just crackles. Luckily the game audio was fine, but unfortunately when I do my game recording, the live commentary did not pick up my mic, so I couldn't use that clip and footage. Which is a bit of a shame, because that was a raw experience for me, and now my reaction will be a lot different. I'm not gonna try to react how I reacted, because that would be impossible, because everything was reflex. I'm playing the game, I'm enjoying the game, I'm in the game, but now just watching the footage back, all the feels and everything will be different. So I mean, what is there to wait? What is there to do but to chase after Albert Wesker, like Jill said, and let's crack on with it, shall we? Okay, so this is where the item management, preparing for the finale episode. So I pull out the Magnum. I have the Magnum, the most powerful gun in the game, and then I also got some Magnum ammo, and I got some herbs for everyone as well. So Chris and Sheva both have a health item. I changed the AK-47 as my primary, and I gave Sheva my handgun because it's better upgrades, and then the M3 will be used as more of a close range weapon. So yeah, well, I mean, we prepared for this finale, man, so let's get going. So we're in the main deck, and there we see a massive pile of bodies here, which is very scary indeed, and they just dispose all the body in the middle of a deck, which is surprising. So, cool little cutscene here. I mean, I would be scared shitless having all of that bodies in the middle of a deck like that. Here's Excella, having a bit of a stomach cramp.
Why? When I've done so
And
much.
I've done so much.
All for you.
All for you. She's having a stomach cramp, man. It hurts when you have a stomach cramp. You know what I mean.
Uroboros is on the eve of its appearance. 6 billion cries of
6
agony
billion.
will burn the new balance.
Is that the world population? 6 billion?
But not on my watch.
It's hard.
You said we change this world together.
Too naive. Too naive.
I thought they were partners.
Wesker doesn't give a damn about anybody but himself.
Chris knew the best, man. They go way back. They know. They understand.
New world, and it will all make perfect sense.
All
Show
make
yourself!
perfect sense.
Unfortunately, it's too late for you. You will not live to see the dawn. Sorry,
Wesker should have killed him
but it appears
earlier
Uroboros
on,
has
right?
rejected you. Though you have been an excellent asset, I have one last task for you.
So she's not the candidate for Uroboros. Oh. God damn, that's stomach cramp.
Farewell, old friend.
Oh, Uroboros, the little tentacles. So Uroboros absorb all these bodies and become like stronger, and that's why there's a massive pile of body in the deck. Because Wesker already planned this, yeah. I don't think you want to just stand there, Chris and Sheva, but you know, each to their own, I guess. Each to their own. Wow. Now this is where I was just like, okay, it's getting massive. Does it want me to run, or is the computer gonna just run? Is it a cutscene? And it ended up being a button prompt, you know, a QTE section. And this is where I was just like, oh shit, like my hand was cold, because this is just literally, I booted up and just wanted to record the finale, and just straight after work I wanted to record the finale. You know, I love Resident Evil 5, as I said many times before, and yeah, getting to this bit, I'm just like, bloody hell, my hand is cold. It was just so stiff. I was trying to like press all the buttons and stuff like that. It just wasn't working very well, but we managed to escape that without any death. So that's all good. So this is where we started having an issue with the whole controllers. No, I think it was. I started looking down on my controller because it was scraping the analog stick, and I was hearing it, and it was just horrible thing. So this ship at the moment is consumed by all these Uroboros. So the Uroboros of Excella is going to become massive with the amount of bodies there are on the deck. So this is where Chris and Sheva need to hand back a little bit and figure out a solution to kill Excella. It never fails to satisfy you killing these guys with a shotgun, I must say. So just going around the ship, it wasn't too much. There wasn't anything exciting. I picked up a few ammo, and I went around this room. I literally just went circle around this room. I was just like, okay, I've been to this room before. So there wasn't anything exciting. So that's why I cut out a small section of it, just because it wasn't anything worth it. So this is a report relating to Albert Wesker and the Wesker project in the 1998. So it has been confirmed that the accident at the Raccoon City Ackley research facility was due to the involvement of Project W test subject number 13. Refer us to Albert. His death in the accident has made obtaining any further information an impossibility. Albert's death was confirmed by the information department. So the Wesker project is big. And I mean, I'll just read this through and then I will talk about it. So Albert's death put the current success rate of Project W down to just 18%. The quota qualified individual for the project has been drastically reduced. So basically what happened is that this Wesker project is a project from Spencer, Oswald E. Spencer. So the guy who Albert Wesker killed during the older cutscene. So Spencer wanted to create a genius, basically create a super human baby. So similar to Code Veronica, where Alfred and also Alexia Ashford, they were all created, and this is exactly the same for the Project Wesker, where they created 13 babies, and only with a success rate of 13%, the Albert Wesker project, or the Albert Wesker, I think the Albert Wesker was one of the successful candidates, being a genius. But we also see a little bit later on that there is a Wesker. That's going to become really interesting in the extra episode of Resident Evil 5, where I will tell you guys a little bit more. So the other file that we just saw is relating to some sort of I can't remember too much actually. It's relating to like security code and stuff like that. So this is the room. Well, I just stood there and I'm just like, this room looks very familiar. It looks strangely familiar, and then I thought, holy crap, it's exactly the same room as the Revelations. The dock area in Revelations is exactly the same. It's exactly the same layout. Without the stairs going up, but it's exactly the same layout. And I was just like, oh, Capcom, you're being cheeky, you know, just being lazy again. Just reusing all the assets, because Resident Evil 5 came before Revelations, so Revelations the team literally just saw this room and be like, okay, yeah, just put the same thing in there. Just change a little bit of an asset. That's basically it.
Satellite laser. We just might have a chance.
So we read a file about a satellite laser, and Chris was just like, okay, we can use that weapon to destroy the Uroboros that just developed. So always good to grab extra ammo. I was thinking, okay, incendiary grenade, that would be good, but I got no more space. So this is a pretty cool fight actually. I don't know why I just stood there, but yeah, maybe I was just trying to catch a break, have a drink of water before this boss fight. This was a pretty good boss fight. I enjoyed this boss fight. So Excella had developed into this massive blob thing and got this little eggs tentacle. Obviously it's bright orange, so it is something that we need to shoot at. So there was all these little things as well, all these little Uroboros thing that can be a bit annoying. They're not very deadly, but they can be annoying because they can basically wrap the tentacle on your foot, so then you don't have the mobility. And this is where I just accidentally climb up the floor. Got a red herb though. So there's something in the middle. There's like a weapon in the middle that I can grab hold of. I did manage to dodge that duck. Talking about duck, love duck, crispy duck, aromatic duck. You know what? Aromatic duck with pancakes, probably something like British only, because you never see that in mainland China or Macau or anywhere like that. So I started shooting these little things because it was accumulating quite a lot, and they're very easy to kill, especially with a shotgun. It's very easy to kill, and because it's boss time, I started using manual reload a lot more. It's just a lot more effective. I think earlier on in this fight, I wasn't so clear what to do. I thought, yeah, I just wasn't sure what to do. But after you're shooting all the tentacles, this little blob thing will happen. The main blob, I don't even know what you call it, because I thought I hit it and I was just like, oh, okay, it will probably reset, but it didn't. I turned around just like, oh, it's still there. Holy shit, I can do it again. I can just keep pumping shots at it. I just don't know why I stopped. Yeah, I just literally stopped. But as you can see on the floor, there's so many items to pick up because of those little tentacle things. When you shoot them, when you kill them, they give you items. And this is where I was just like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to keep shooting. I've got loads of sniper rifle ammo, which is great for this fight. Instead of 2 tentacles with the blob thing, now there are 4 we need to deal with. And all 4 of them will always generate those small little things. And I can see that Sheva is killing those little minions, which is really good. It was the perfect strategy to deal with the minions, because 1 or 2 pistol shots, the minion is dead. This gun is awesome, the satellite launcher thing, that's awesome. Even though she was dealing with those little blob thing, it was just pumping out too many, so there's loads of stuff to grab on the floor, but there was just no time to grab any of it, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, two or 3 shots, and then she managed to get those small little thing. Oh, that one was just basically it tried to hit me, but it didn't, and it just happened to be right in front of me. Nice little boom boom. So after you fire it once, you need to let it recharge a little bit. So it takes about 10 to 15 seconds, I think. But you can hear it. You can hear it, that little beep, 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 beep. So when it stops, it'll be fine. I don't know why I asked her to use it, because the AI wasn't very good at using the launcher.
Try shooting to slow it down.
I was prepared for that double dodge.
Come on, Roger.
I do enjoy some of these quick time event. I think it can be very... It's very good. Like it adds elements of intensity, elements of giving you a chance. Because I'm starting to play, I started to record Revelations 2, and when you guys watch the episode of Revelations 2, you guys will understand how much I appreciate QuickTime event. And that wasn't even one of my big points on the review, but I'll say it now. QuickTime event is good. Like, if you do it moderately, don't do it all the time, it is actually a really great element to have. Really good gameplay features to have. So we managed to get rid of all the tentacles. So this time I kind of know what I'm doing. So I was letting it charge a little bit, and then I started to get my magnum out, and I was about to blast it. I was just like, okay, I'm ready to blast it. But then I was just like, okay, is it dead? Is it dead? I was just like, the first time maybe it was too good to be true. Maybe I missed him. I don't know what happened. But either way, I started using my magnum. I was just like, you know, why not? It's pretty strong. So every time when those little bulb thing, the egg thing, turn into quite black, quite dark, it means it's stunned. So it doesn't sway around too much. So that's the time that I can use the satellite laser and be extremely accurate with it. So I start seeing all these minions covering the floor again. I completely missed that because I was trying to pick up more shotgun ammo, but I was just like, okay, whatever. There's loads of things to pick up, man. So Sheva started using her MP5 because she ran out of pistol ammo. We managed to get the little bobbly thing. So as you can see, Chris is being covered by Uroboros because one of the minions hit me with their thing, I guess. But this is where I started using the satellite laser, and nothing happened, you know. And one magnum shot, that was really cool. I was just like, oh, is that it? 2 satellite launcher and 1 magnum. I literally just pull it out, just like, poof, and I managed to get that guy. So I'm really happy with it. It's really good fun. At the end of the day, we got S rank and everything. Enemy routed. I could kill more minions, and then that will get to an S rank anyway. But not bad overall. Not bad overall. And this is where I usually do all the item management. I just cut out that bit because it can be a bit it can drag out the episode, and it's not really that interesting. It's just me upgrading guns. The one funny thing is that, you know, your pistol can go all the way up to 100 rounds in the magazine when you max out the Beretta, which is good.
Wait. Wait.
An assault bomber. When Jill
That is a cool bomber.
spread Uroboros throughout the world.
He's planning to use this to spread.
So Jill was physically controlled,
Wesker.
but she
There he is.
wasn't
Come on, let's go.
mentally controlled. Like she was saying to Sheva, she knows what she was doing to her, like all the action, all the fighting. So nice to see Jill again, my favorite female character of Resident Evil.
Superhuman strength. It comes from a virus, but the virus is unstable.
Virus is
In order to
unstable.
maintain a balance, he must inject himself regularly with a serum.
Yeah.
If we cut the supply of serum, he loses his strength.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
He just took a dose, so it's going to be a while before he needs another one.
That's just very military talk, isn't it? Affirmative.
Listen, Excella said that the amount administered has to be precise.
So that's why Jill is remembering all of this stuff, because her mind wasn't control, it was just physically control. Well, I guess her mind was you know, control as well, but she still remember it. That's what I
You
meant.
need to find that serum. Excella always kept it with her, and in that attaché case.
Jill, come in. Jill!
So when Jill was saying that, oh, a PG-79 serum, that's very specific. There you go. Oh, or PG-67 AW. Yeah, so Jill is like the main security of Excella, so that's why she knew quite a lot of stuff. She know quite like ongoing of Excella. It just sounded like Excella is not a character that would mince her word kind of thing. She looks like she's quite talkative in what she does. You know, she was saying to Chris and Sheva that, oh, the philosophy stone of the whole Uroboros thing, you know. So she's quite talkative as an antagonist, because Albert Wesker doesn't really talk too much. So this is a combat area where we need to just get the hell out of here. Self-destruction system is activated. I mean, we came to get very familiar with self-destruction system in a Resident Evil game. Resident Evil 0 that I've done how long ago now? Probably about 5 months ago, 5-6 months ago. It's been crazy. Like this series has been, it's been great. I've been enjoying every single Resident Evil 5 game, every Resident Evil 5 game, every Resident Evil game I've been really enjoying. I enjoy editing them, I enjoy playing them, and I enjoy publishing them on YouTube for the world to see, you know. It might not be perfect gameplay, but it's just my experience of coming back to Resident Evil after not playing a lot of them in recent years, and sometimes only just played it once. This is where Resident Evil Revelations 2, which is the next title I will play, and also Resident Evil 6 and 7. So all 3 games I only played the campaign once, so it'll be very interesting to go back in there. And this is where I'm doing the cold cover based mechanics, but then the AI keep dodging that bit and I can't shoot it because I can't see with shovels in the heads on the way. So that's why I was just like, okay, Sheva, come in a little bit so that I can shoot them. I mean, I don't know what I think about these AK-47 in Resident Evil 5. I think it is interesting enough, I guess. I mean, I do like the AI. A lot of people complain about the AI, but the AI is just not that bad. It's not that bad. So there's a little bit of a time skip in terms of combat because people just keep pumping out. We need to open the bulkhead in order to proceed, and this is where those little bug things starting to come out again. The AI is very accurate. Well, as you know, they're very accurate in opening that, shooting their weak point. You know, the weak point of the center, and then the back, the shoulder part, I guess. And this is where I was just trying to stay the hell out away from them because they can be one-shot kill. And I hate any enemies with a one-shot kill. In terms of the hunters, I don't mind it because it's quite a distance, and they usually do their killing blow when you are low on health. So this is where I was just like, during the game I was like, holy shit, 2 of them. So I started pumping out some shots. If it's just those 2 of them, that's fine. But there's also 5 or 6 enemy keep respawning. That guy was unfortunate. Literally just appear right in my gun sight, my aim sight. You know what I mean. But yeah, this is where I struggle a lot. There's a lot of minions that we need to look after, and also there are the miniguns, dude. And they are lethal. They are lethal. It's not like you can all of a sudden do like a barrel roll to trade the blows. It's not like you can do like a dodge or a barrel roll to dodge the bullet effectively. So this is where all the rigidness of the whole movement thing started. I can't believe I pinged that shot, to be honest. Starting to come. And it's ridiculous. We got those two miniguns, dude. They just like I was in a bad position. You know, I got herbs. I'm just like, okay, let's look at how much damage they do. I'm playing normal difficulty. Imagine this is on veteran difficulty or professional. Professional, you go into dying state straight away. It's so unfair. But of course, when you go into like, I guess, veteran or professional difficulty, your gears will be a little bit more prepared. So we're in a really bad position. We're getting ganged. Those two are coming. Luckily, I managed to dispose of the minion pretty quickly. Throughout this whole fight, I thought I was gonna die. Like throughout this whole fight, I thought, okay, this is the end. Like I'll need to restart the game. I need to restart the section again. Like it's such a bullshit section. Because Sheva keep getting dead. I keep getting dead, and those soldiers just keep pumping out like there's no others. So I'm trying to get some distance away. I'm just like, okay, try to move about, and then at the corner of my eye I saw there's a gun turret. I saw the gun turret, but then I was just like, okay, I just need some space so that I can pump some like magnum. I got one down. I know just one of the miniguns dude. One of the miniguns dude with all those minions should be pretty okay. I wanted Sheva to be on the gun because I know she hasn't got a lot of health. And this is where I saw her getting damaged, but then I was just like, okay, she didn't kill herself. You know, she was pinging him quite good, but I went out too far. So I went out to the stairs too far, and then she just stopped using the gun. I was like, shit, you were in a very good position. Which is annoying. I was just like, shit. I was just like, where is he now? She keep going down, so I'm just like, what, is he there? I wasn't sure where he went. I was just like, wait, is he gonna come up? Because she keeps shooting down. I'm just like, ooh, I don't like this. And yeah, there you go, he did. But luckily I was able to do some damage, melee him a little bit. But once again, Sheva was in trouble. Like, this is not Champagne Resident Evil. Instead of shooting us, she was shooting the ground, shooting up on the ceiling. I don't know why. But yeah, it's hardly Champagne Resident Evil, but we managed it. We bloody managed it. I don't know how we managed it. I don't know. So basically, I know the room that I went through before starting all these fights, there was a first aid. So that's why I started to go around and loot everywhere. So this is where I just looted everything of this map. We got our health back, got some ammo, and we proceeded to the next area. We also grabbed the other key card from the other tower as well. I cut those bits because it wasn't very interesting, just me walking around. And the soldiers keep pumping out as well, so...
I can't explain it.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Don't let your guard down. So yeah, so after all that, we managed to catch up to the bomber and also Albert Wesker. So this is one of the coolest cutscene ever. Really cool.
To ever tire of failing in your mission.
So Albert Wesker is getting pissed.
You've really become quite an inconvenience for me.
So cool. Wearing his sunglasses back. That is badass. Oh, this is where Wesker just like, okay. Chris with the steroid can push me a little bit. Look at the arm, man. So cool.
Why are you doing this? What do you accomplish by unleashing Uroboros?
Every day, humans come one step closer to self-destruction. I'm not destroying the world. I'm saving it.
That's what all crazy antagonists will say. A little bit of slow-mo. Oh. Capcom did a fantastic job on all the cutscenes of Resident Evil 5. This I found, but this guy has lost it. Yes, this is literally the finest survival action game of Resident Evil franchise ever.
Things are really getting interesting now.
Resident Evil 4 has its charm, definitely, and it's still great to play. But Resident Evil 5 is the greatest survival action game in my mind, in my opinion. Of course, if you play all the games, you probably have different opinion, and you know, opinion should be different, because otherwise the world would be pretty bland. Start of the gate, I was just like, I'm not sure what to do, because obviously bullet doesn't help. And in hindsight, I don't know why I didn't spot that rocket launcher. You guys might have seen it, but I think I was just trying to leg it and turn off all these lights. Because once you turn off all the lights in a few points, he can't see you. So when he can't see you, he can't use his superhuman strength to deck you.
You're merely postponing the inevitable.
Yeah, this is where like he can't see us. So during the fight, it did take a very long time. So during the midpoint of this game, I have cut it down.
Your struggle is over.
But you know when it's coming, because obviously a cut is quite obvious. And this is where you just start chucking the missiles, which is really cool actually. Oh, so yes, Albert Wesker still got his samurai edge, and he was shooting us with it. He wasn't doing too much damage though. The roundhouse kick to Sheva. I was trying to buy Sheva some time by shooting at him a little bit. So this is where a cut is coming. So they're literally, I was running around a couple of circles, and I was just like, how the hell do I defeat him? And then I just saw, oh shit, there's like a rocket launcher there. So this is where I picked it up, and this is where I started to, like,
Your struggle is over.
This is where I just like, okay, he went to the missile bit. Let's get him first. And I wasn't sure at this point, because I thought the rocket launcher is only a one shot, so I was just like, okay, I need to make my shots worth it. So this is where I just started running around and tried to lose Wesker's sights on us. I don't know why I was shooting at his feet. I don't know why, because I thought, okay, if I shoot at his feet, then that might help. So this is where I was just like, okay, shit, like I messed up the opportunity. I got no rocket launcher. This is the end of me. I don't know how to defeat him. So I just started running around and getting to know, okay, what's there. And I started to see that, oh, okay, what is this? And I was just like, oh my god, there's like 5 rocket launcher.
I'll get the rocket launcher.
Like throughout this whole thing, I was just like, what the hell am I doing? What the hell am I doing? I got a rocket launcher. She said she's gonna pick it up, but she didn't pick it up. Like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, he can close up the gap very quickly, to be honest.
Come on.
So yeah, so Sheva doesn't have the rocket launcher, so I was just like, why didn't you pick up the rocket launcher? But I didn't realize it yet. I was just like, okay, this is empty. But it didn't trigger. Like, okay, where's your rocket launcher? That's why I said, where's your rocket launcher? Where's your rocket launcher? This is where I started to come back up the ladder. And then it kind of triggered it. It was a mess. It's never a champagne Resident Evil when I played Resident Evil. I was just like, okay, Wesker, is he gonna go for me? If he go for me, I'm in the corner of the platform. I'm dead. But he didn't. He didn't go for me. And this whole co-op thing, where you press circle and then ready to load, that was really cool actually. And you can see like Wesker was chasing her. I can see on the map previously as well, like his little triangle was going everywhere. And that's cool. That's really cool. And this is there was a little cut there because again we were just going circle. I was just like, okay, stop walking.
Fit for survival will be allowed to carry their genes into a new age.
So I'm just like, okay, instead of shooting at his feet, let's just shoot at him, and it works. And I was like, oh shit. Blow it up. He went down. I shot him a couple of times.
Do it now! Give him a shot!
And that was it. And that was it, ladies and gents. Just one little serum shot. And that was it. So I cut a few minutes out of that fight because it was literally just me running around. That was it. Try to avoid him hitting us and try to avoid him seeing us. But yeah, it definitely worked because his vision is starting to get impaired. Too much serum, too much of the good drugs, the good stuff. Piss him off though.
This isn't over, Chris.
I mean, he's still very superhuman-y. Look at him.
Sheva, he's getting away. Hurry!
I mean, this is like where Chris is at his peak physical form. Plenty of steroids and plenty of conditioning. Look at him. Look at his sprinting. Look at that. He's been on that like military challenge.
Come on! Come on, grab on!
You are racing against a plane. But they managed it. The two partners, the two co-op, the two South African legends, I guess. They don't know it yet, but they will. So both of them managed to get into the plane. It's a cool looking bomber. I think this is literally what I said during my recording as well. It's a really cool bomber.
Underestimated you, Chris.
Save it, Wesker. There's no one left to help you now.
I mean, there's nothing in the loading text. I love how he just punched the door.
Uroboros. In less than 5 minutes.
That's awesome, man. This game, I'm telling you.
For missile deployment. Uroboros will be
Uroboros.
released into the atmosphere, ensuring complete
Global saturation. Ooh. That's really well done.
Your feeble attempts only delayed.
This is what I love. It's using his little super speed, dodging Chris' bullet, and at the same time shooting Sheva as well. Albert Wesker, man.
Genesis is at hand, and I will be the creator.
They have represented design, whatever, like on Albert Wesker, Chris and Jill very well. And Sheva is not a bad character. You know, it might be a little bit of a plain background, but you know, it wasn't a bad.
I've had enough
Of your bullshit.
You're just another one of Umbrella's
Oh, so
leftovers.
cool.
You know what we have to do.
All right, I'll go for the override lever. Cover me.
So yeah, Sheva is not a bad character. A little bit bland, but I like the design. And I like how she is left-handed. It's literally the first game ever that you have a main left-hander character that's holding the gun. Oh no. Wesker got her ankle. This is where like Chris is just like, okay. Flashback of Jill sacrificing herself for Chris, and he just can't do it anymore. He's just like, no. This is mad. This is where like Resident Evil 5, Capcom, be just like, fuck it. They're just like, Albert Wesker is epic, Chris is epic, Sheva is a badass. Let's just go all in with this finale, this final scene. Just go bonkers on top of a volcano, ladies and gents. Bonkers. I just like it, man. I dig. Like, I dig. It's just, wow. We are inside a volcano. Lavas and shit. Nice. Well, we survived the facility, and this is where we gonna get ready for the final fight. So there will be a cut later on here where I basically just went back to the item management and prepare for the fight a little bit. I can't remember what I pulled out. I definitely pulled out the grenade launchers, and I think I kept the Magnum with me as well. I honestly don't remember too much. I think I got rid of the AK-47 for my next fight, and this is where I'm just like, okay, I'd rather have that red herb. That triggered my thoughts of, okay, let's get a checkpoint and then we can do the item management. So they think that it's done, you know, they're all dead. Albert Wesker is dead, but nah. If they survive, Albert Wesker will survive. You really should, actually.
It's over, Wesker. Over.
We only just started.
Just getting started.
Wesker's gone mad, using his own Uroboros virus. I think his body will be a little bit better adopted with the Uroboros virus, because he already had a T virus inside his body.
To die, Chris.
Got some plain parts. Use his weapon. Like, how Chris always beating these monsters up is already incredible. Gosh.
Do you really believe the world is worth saving?
So I really like this final scene. It's like they still think of co-op element, like Wesker is chasing Chris now. So then your buddy, who is controlling Sheva, can snipe Albert Wesker. And I think that's a really good co-op features. It's a little bit of a good design, you know what I mean? Like, your buddy should be aiming for that weak point at Wesker's back, and that's essentially what's going on. And yeah, I got my grenade launcher with the acid round loaded in, and to be honest, I wasn't sure what the hell I'm doing. And you can see that Wesker is shooting the Uroboros at Sheva, so this is where Sheva needed to dodge, and Sheva just picking him off with a pistol. Yeah, I wasn't sure what the hell I'm doing. I'm just like, okay, should I just hit him, or am I supposed to like shoot? But I didn't see the weak point at the back until the end. That's why I just keep pumping my shots at him. I was just like, okay, am I doing this right? But I end up not doing this right. So this is where I started to see the little orange weak point on his back. I'm just like, okay, well, I can't shoot at him. He's all the way at the back. So I'll try to lure him out in the open, but Sheva managed to hit a couple of shots in his back, and this triggered this cutscene. So that's why there's a little cut there. So Sheva is now being chased by Albert Wesker, and I knew what I had to do. This is where I just went straight up to where this boulder is. And this is the most famous scene of Resident Evil 5, ladies and gents. Chris Redfield punching a boulder. Wait for it. Okay, Sheva is in trouble. There you go. Punching it, hooking it. Giving a 2, giving a 3. Nice. Oh, this is where Chris Redfield became a legend. Punching a massive boulder. To be honest, I thought I was done for, because Sheva needed help quite earlier on. I was just like, oh shit, like I'm still button prompting the boulder, and it wouldn't let me cancel it. So I'm just like, okay, let's just get rid of the boulder straight away. I should have given Sheva enough time to get back to me.
The human race requires judgment.
You're going to judge us? You get all your ideas from
Comic book villains? What a comeback. A bit weak, but it's alright. So Sheva is with me, I can see it on the map, and this is the final kind of arena for this fight. And this is where we're going to fight it out, ladies and gents. The final fight in Resident Evil 5, and is very fitting, is Albert Wesker. I'm just pumping him with the acid round. I was just like, again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I know his weak points at the back, so I was trying to hit him at the back. The acid round didn't do much in that regard. So I think it's actually a really bad weapon to pull out for this fight, because I gave Sheva my AK. I mean, the acid round has a stun effect. It stunned him pretty good, but I don't think it actually did that much damage. So he keep doing what I call the Superman, where he had the arm up in the air. So this is where I'm just like, okay, he's doing a Superman. I need to be away from him. His weak point's at the back, so I need to somehow get to the back of his. So basically, every time he gets to fairly close, he will try to do a swing attack, and this is where you get to the back and shoot him. But unfortunately, my shotgun didn't have that long range to really get the weak point. I missed so many opportunities, man. So luckily, Sheva was there. So he's doing the Superman again. He's charging his attack. I heard that he was attacked. He attacked. So when he do a little underground thing, he has an area damage. In a small map like this, it can be quite dangerous. Oh, this is where I love it. Like Sheva and I just like I pull out a Magnum, Sheva pull out the AK, and just like popping him constantly. Burst fire mode. That was awesome. It's an awesome fight. Perhaps a little bit simple, but it's an awesome fight nevertheless. Because at this stage, I still didn't have a optimum way to get his back. I mean, I did well there. So every time I hit his back, he will go crazy a little bit. He'll do that ground attack. Then I know his heart will come out. And this is where I just ready my Magnum. I'm just like, I know I'm gonna ping you. I was waiting for him to come a little bit closer, but the AI already shot. So yeah, a little cutscene, always good. Like we done enough damage to him. Because I know the grenade launcher have a little bit of a stun effect, but it didn't stun him there, so yeah. I needed the... So this is the nitrogen round, which is the freeze round, basically. Again, it wasn't very effective. It wasn't effective at all. A small little cut of me just trying to do the same thing again, try to get to the back of him. I think I cut out 1 or 2 possible times where I got him and then pumping out all kinds of bullets to him. So this is where I found the exploit in a way. When he just put his arm up for the Superman, he has about 2 or 3 second freezes time where I can just go to the back of him and shoot his eye. I ran out of my sniper rifle ammo, the grenade launcher wasn't effective, I ran out of my magnum, and that's why I was just like, okay, hit his back. I found the optimum way on the last chance, and then I just walked up to him after he'd done his ground attack, and I just literally got up to him, shotgun, and pumped in his heart. I was like, yes! I got him because I was so worried that I'm going to run out of ammo. Because Sheva only got about 13 rounds left on an AK. I'm just like, yes, I did it. Because otherwise, if I ran out of ammo, I would have to restart the game and retry it with my more optimum way of getting the back weakness point spot for Wesker. So that was close. Chris almost didn't make it, jumping to the ladder. And this is where I was just like, bloody hell, I would have scared shitless. I would not look down if I climbing that little very flimsy ladder to the helicopter. Oh, hey, that's why I'm not a super soldier and they are, you know. So even half covered with lava, Albert Wesker is still angry. Use those. Oh my. The music change.
Ready, partner?
Locked and loaded.
Suck on this, Wesker.
The time's up, you son of a bitch.
Man, I love those, man. From the music change to the dialogue of Chris and Sheva, that was the moment. Both rocket launcher hit Albert Wesker's face. It kind of went over his face. Went through his face, I should say. But man, that was awesome. This is the end of the road of Resident Evil 5. Extremely cool ending, good boss fight. Albert Wesker is the end, you know.
It's over.
Yes.
For about 10 years he was a villain.
Finally.
He finally died.
More and more I find myself wondering if it's all worth fighting for. For a future without fear?
Yeah. It's worth it. Nice. It's fantastic, man. I absolutely love this. Resident Evil 5, the gameplay and everything. So yeah, I mean, with that being said, the credit usually roll here, but the music of the credit is amazing. So you will hear the credit and the roll after my review. So this is the final chapter 6.3. We got A, and yeah, I mean, accuracy is good, enemy routing is good, and also zero death so far in this whole episode, which is fantastic. Never heard of as well. So that being said, my review will be coming up where I have done it in a different day. This is the most futuristic present day of myself that you're seeing right now. So that being said, yeah, review is coming up, and then also there will be 2 extra episodes which I will talk about during the review as well. So this is not the final results. The final results with the whole game is coming up now. So this is 6 hours and 47 minutes, or 48 minutes, let's round it up, of the whole Resident Evil 5, which fits to basically not that bad. This is one of the shorter game. It's right bang in the middle of all the Resident Evil that I played so far. So yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It's been great fun, and it's just unfortunate that my live recording audio was crackling and it wasn't great to hear. It wasn't good for the final product. So I'm doing this post commentary for the first time, really, to cover up the live gameplay. I wish I could have re-recorded probably, but like I said, Resident Evil 5 doesn't do save records. They do sort of just live data, so any progress you make is all done just like that. So that being said, this is me. This is President Lewis saying goodbye, and I'll see you in a bit with my review. Hello guys, Future Lewis here, just doing a review to share my thoughts and opinion on Resident Evil 5. So I literally just recorded the 2 extra episodes that you are going to see after this finale episode, basically surrounding the additional story, the storyline of Jill Valentine and Chris, and in the mansion when they were following the lead to hopefully catch up to Wesker, and also Jill waking up after Chris and Sheva have saved her from pulling the little thing out. So we got 2 additional side story coming up, so yeah, stay tuned, subscribe to my channel and all that stuff. So with that being said, let's start out with my review on Resident Evil 5 by saying that I'm kind of concentrating this review on the PlayStation 4 version. So yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go through all of the positive first, and then the negative, and then the score at the end, and wrapping things up. So with that being said, let's crack on with the positive. So one of the many positives that I have for this game is, first of all, the graphics. The graphics still look great. I think I mentioned this back in episode 2. The graphics look really good. Like, if you're playing this on the big screen TV, like hiding the lower texture a little bit, it will look amazing. You know, this game plays full 1080p, and the texture, yes, it can be a little bit low res, but those are the small little caveat from a game that is about 10 years old. I just love how badass like the design of the character looks as well, like Albert Wesker and Chris with a massive arm and punching boulder. It's just ridiculous, but I love it. I love it. So next up, I'm going to talk about the feature of the game. There's a lot of extra game modes that you can unlock. There's a lot of things that you can do rather than just playing the main campaign. So bonus content such as unlocking costumes, unlocking filters, unlocking figurines that you can have a look at the model and spin it around to see like more in detail, I guess. And also there are infinite weapons. So talking about the feature of the game, it linked closely to the replayability of Resident Evil 5 as well. So with that, you have difficulty selection, so you can go up to professional level, which is incredibly hard to do because basically everything's one hit kill. You know, all those AK-47 fire from the enemy, one bullet will literally get you to danger. So the second bullet will basically kill your partner if you're not right next to him or her, you know, whether or not you play Chris or Sheva. So yeah, I mean, not going too much into detail, difficulties level are great. There's so many collectibles you can do in the game as well. There's so many treasures that miss and you can go grab, and also shooting the BSAA emblem throughout the game will unlock more bonus features to unlock, like I said earlier. So one of the biggest extra mode there is in Resident Evil 5 is the mercenary mode. So the mercenaries mode is massive. It's so big. It is so fun, and I spent a lot of time playing this game back on PlayStation 3, and even before jumping onto the stories and doing this Resident Evil 5 series, every now and again I just want to turn on my PlayStation 4 and play the mercenary mode. So the mercenary is basically like a time attack mode where you try to get as many scores as possible, killing enemy, chain killing, I think that's combo. The official word is combo, not chain killing enemies to get higher score, and then you get bonus score for that until the time runs out, basically. So it will grade you how well you've done, so you can get up to an SS grade, which is about 90,000 score, I think. So there are plenty of characters to pick from with different gears, individually preset gears, but it is really fun to play. There are loads of maps to play. So what you can do in mercenary mode is to grab one of your buddy and have a really good time, even to this day. So the next positive that I'm going to talk about is surrounding the story of the game. It's really fun and exciting to see Chris, Wesker and Jill back together like a family reunion, like Wesker said. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for a guy who's been playing Resident Evil since the original PlayStation 1 days. For them to be reunited in a modern era where Resident Evil 5, Albert Wesker is kicking ass, and Chris is a badass, and Jill is still a badass. And yeah, I mean, that's really great. And they didn't do it too much. They didn't do it too much by giving you Chris and Jill working together throughout the main campaign. I think that would be a little bit too much. They kind of savor that relationship and put Sheva in it. I think Sheva was I think she's a really good character, and it's just a shame that we've never seen her again. But yeah, that being said, it's really good to see all of them together. The killing off of Jill Valentine and reviewing that she was being mind controlled by, or physically controlled by, Wesker. That was a great storyline that Capcom have drove, and I'm really glad to see that. A little bit of fighting between Chris and Jill, and you know, Chris doesn't want to hurt Jill. I did accidentally kill Jill though of my playthrough, which is an accident. So the last positive that I'm going to go into is the gameplay element of Resident Evil 5. So Resident Evil 5 play very similar to a lot of the past Resident Evil title that I've already played, and this positive is probably going to be very similar to them. Over the shoulder, so it holds up very well. You know, it aged very well on these over the shoulder view gameplay. Especially on a Resident Evil game, and they added elements of melee attack, which is really cool and effective. Your co-op partner can chain some combos and stuff like that. That was really good, really good. The storm attack, that's like my favorite attack. It's the most simple, but it's the most effective. Is the when they were on the ground and you can either storm them or whatever. That's really effective, so you don't have to pull out a knife and just like keep swiping them like I did in Resident Evil 4. So with that being said, yeah, the guns feel great, the gunplay feel great, it sounds great, like I said earlier, and there's a lot of upgrades to it as well, to a lot of the guns that you use. Best thing about the gameplay of Resident Evil 5 is the co-op element. So very similar to what I just said about the mercenary. So if you manage to get a friend and play the stories and mercenary together, you guys will have a good laugh, you guys will have a great time. I still remember the time where I have added quite a lot of friends that I met over in Resident Evil 5, you know, playing mercenaries together and also completing professional together to get our trophies and stuff like that. So yeah, good old times, good old times. So now that we're done with all the positives of Resident Evil 5, I want to go into a bit of the negatives. Now these are very minimal complaints about the game, and all of them, so unfortunately, is surrounding the gameplay of Resident Evil 5. So to start with, the first complaint that I have on the gameplay is the item management when you're in the game. Not when you're in the pause menu and you can upgrade your weapon and all that. That's fine. The limit of 9 slots in the item slot, that's fine. Let's just provide some kind of challenge. But it's the item management in the game that is just a bit messy. Like the whole, what is it, give and exchange system with your partner. I think it will work a little bit better if you have a human, like any of your mates or any random playing with you. I think it will work better. But when you're just playing by yourself and with the AI, that whole item management thing just get really messy really quickly. And to this day, after completing the game and completing the 2 extra DLC, I still have no clue what the hell I'm doing. So the next negative is surrounding the AI that I've already been talking about. The AI system is not great. It's not perfect, and a lot of people have complained about it, but my complaint is quite minor in the way. I know there's a lot of ways to improve the system to be a little bit better, but remember this is 2009, not 2021, when there's already a lot of co-op system, co-op game has been released that worked, and that's great. I think those games are built upon like something like a Resident Evil 5, for example, and even Capcom have improved it in Revelations already. But with that being said, yeah, is it annoying and is it very broken like people say? Well, it's just depending on how you play the game. If you are in trouble, I said this before, if you're in trouble and you kind of drag your AI with you because they always stick very close to you. Even in attack mode, they're somehow quite close to you. Because you got yourself into trouble, you should be punished by it, really. So that's why a lot of people hate that element, because basically you need to babysit the AI, and you do have to do it quite a lot in this game, and it's quite effortless to babysit the AI all the time in this game because it is always very close to you. So like I said, you get in trouble, it will get in trouble too. So the last final complaint I have on the gameplay element that I have with some of the over-the-shoulder view Resident Evil title as well, not all of them but some of them, is the fact that the movement is very rigid. It's very solid. You can't see too much, you know. Chris's shoulder is so big already, you can't see too much of the screen. You just cover quite like the corner of the screen wherever they shoot, and also the AI do tend to stand in your way sometimes, and it takes a few seconds for them to get out of your frame when you try to shoot. But that few seconds is vital, especially when they're shooting at you with the AK-47. So the movement, it can be more fluid by giving you a little bit more like a dodge button, like I always say. The strafing in Resident Evil 5 is there, but it wasn't the control scheme that I picked because I wasn't really comfortable with it. So that will improve it a little bit. My biggest pet peeve is you not able to aim and shoot at the same time, and I think if you are able to aim and shoot at the same time, that will eliminate a lot of those rigidness and basically avoiding a lot of those attacks as well, and add that to the whole strafing, it will work quite well. Similar to Revelations. Revelations is obviously released after Resident Evil 5, and their control scheme on the console is really done well. So Capcom know how rigid the movement is going to be with over the shoulder, so that's why they gave us the whole cover based mechanic, the cover and fire mechanic later in the game when you have AK-47 shooting at you. But that little cover mechanics is just so gimmicky. It worked, but it's just so gimmicky, man. That's not something that I like. So that being said, those are the 3 things that I dislike about gameplay. But otherwise, the game still plays fine. It looks good. The story is great. And yeah, you're going to enjoy it. So I'll share with you my thoughts, my positive thoughts and my negative thoughts, opinion, whatever you want to call it, with Resident Evil 5. So I'm going to give this game a score of 9 out of 10. So this is one of my top Resident Evil titles of all time. What's good about this game? Well, the game plays really well. The stories are really good, with featuring Chris and Jill and Wesker. And the gameplay can be a little bit messy, but it's still extremely fun to play this game. And the upgrade system, it just enhanced so many levels of how you approach the game as well. But lastly, the biggest positive is the fact that the mercenary mode will definitely eat up your time if you spend some time being very competitive about it to get the highest score possible, and also to basically do all the levels with all the characters available You will have a great time. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Click the like button and put a smile on my face. Subscribe to my channel for more Resident Evil 5 episodes. There will be 2 extra episodes coming. And subscribe to stay tuned on my continuation to the path to Resident Evil 8 Village by completing all 11 main Resident Evil title. So stay safe out there, keep calm, and video game. Peace.
When dark days came to us, we found no haven or escape. All our prayers go unanswered to take away this fear within. Our screams shake this tear-stained land. Our souls have been stripped bare. Can madness be the only cure? Even death is no less spent from all this pain or worldly plight. When will we see heaven's light? I think of you whenever a bell tolls. If I tell your tale, will this pain cease? For I pray for tempest-tossed lost souls. Eternal sleep is where you find true peace.
In the next episode of Resident Evil 5.
Headquarters to apprehend him. We accepted that mission in the hopes of uncovering some info that would lead us to Wesker.
Master of Unlocking, Jill Valentine. Oh, look at that. Jill sandwich? How do I stop it? How do I stop it? How do I stop it?
I can't stop